One of the desert regions right here in Southern California. It's getting hot out, so I'm going to talk fast, so you're going to want to pay close attention. There are a few basic things you should know before I get into the thick of it. There are three main deserts in California: the Mojave Desert, the Colorado Desert, and the Great Basin Desert. The deserts of California have unique ecosystems and habitats, and an Old West collection of legends, districts, and communities. They also form a popular tourism region with dramatic natural features and recreational development. As an example of a recreation, many people from great distances romp in the sand with recreational vehicles like sand rails, motorcycles, and other off-road vehicles. There are also other areas of the desert that have been developed into popular vacation spots. Palm Springs, for example. Can you imagine what it took to develop an area like that? They must have to really think out how to bring in water and other resources to sustain the population influx of tourists. Tourism is a critical industry to survival, like a city of Palm Springs. There have been other cities that have been basically turned into ghost towns when their once thriving industries failed. For example, Salton Sea. This is a whole other story, and frankly is making me thirsty. Speaking of water, anyone? As I mentioned, it's getting pretty hot out here. Anyway, as you can imagine, all the deserts of California are characterized by low rainfall caused by the rain shadow of mountain ranges to the west of each desert. Basically, it's super hot. Speaking of hot, does anybody have a glass of water? Moving on. Common animals of the desert of California's deserts include the desert bighorn sheep, desert kit fox, coyote, spotted skunk, spotted bat, black-tailed jackrabbit, ground squirrels, kangaroo, rat, and white-footed mouse, and desert tortoise. Speaking of desert tortoise, I happen to have a few as pets. Meet Bonnie and Clyde. In their natural habitats, they live in extreme conditions. As you can see, they're on vacation right now in my backyard, enjoying their retreat, even though it's been over 100 degrees lately. It's a walk in the park for these guys. Their natural habitat, desert tortoises can live in areas with ground temperatures exceeding 140 degrees because they can dig underground burrows and escape the heat. Talk about living in extreme. Well, believe it or not, the area we live in is considered a desert. Sure feels like one lately, too. Thanks for tuning in.